Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is the 8th of December. We have a nice three-game slate here for us today on Fanduel. As normal, if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. And also hit that subscribe button as well for more NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos and also sometimes DraftKings and Prize Picks as well. Still got our premium going on, $6 for a day pass for two lineups and also $30 per month as well for a monthly pass if you guys are interested in that. Check us out on our Twitter. They'll be in the comment section below. Click that link right there and it'll take you right to our Twitter, which is right here, K-Day Mafia. If you do not have that, our email will be down there as well. If you guys are interested or have any questions or anything like that, message us on our email and we'll get you guys all set up or answer some of your guys' questions. So yeah, let's go get into it today. So even though it's a three gamer, there is still a little bit of news. Thankfully, all these games happen within an hour of each other, so that's good. Let's get into it. Sacramento Kings and Indiana Pacers, 234.5. Indiana by 3.5. So Sacramento has been playing a little bit better here. These guys are obviously trying to get traded out of there, so they're playing a little bit better. Yeah, the biggest thing to look at here is Keegan Murray, depending on if he's going to play or not. Dennis Schroeder. Murray really shakes things up. I think that really opens up things again for kind of DeRozan. He's only 6,400. I feel like these guys are relatively cheap. Like I'm not too afraid of Indiana. It's at 234, one of the highest totals. Small forwards, they give up 48.5% field goal percentage, and DeRozan's not really a three-point shooter, so this is perfect right here. So, um, I mean, 6,400. I mean, him and Zach LaVine are kind of in the same spots. Like, who do you choose? Zach LaVine, I think, has more boom upside for sure. It's a slightly harder matchup for him in the shooting guard area, but overall, three pointers, they give up 3.3. Indiana does. So, like I said, you can look at Zach LaVine, Lolink Monk, GPPs if Dennis Schroeder is not playing. There's a couple ways to go, but I think I would probably lean DeRozan over Zach LaVine. If Keegan Murray does play, I still don't mind DeRozan, but we'll see if Keegan plays. I mean, like I said, he's just come back from an injury. It is a right trap, so we'll see. We'll see if he gives it a go. But if not, it definitely changes things. Precious Achua definitely comes back into play. We got Max right here. They've already priced him up 5,300. He's been playing pretty good recently. Another good, young, good um, kid here for Sacramento, one of the few that they have. So we'll see how he does. Sinners against Indiana don't too bad. 24.5 points per game, field goal percentage 55.6, rebounds 15.5, and blocks 1.4. So this could be a pretty good spot here for Max at 5,300. Especially if Keegan Murray's out. Well, I guess it doesn't really affect Max too much, but affects affects more like DeRozan and the usage guys. So don't mind that one on the Indiana side. See what we got going on. Like I said, as normal, Sacramento's really not the greatest defense as we have been preaching most of the season. They are pretty good against small forwards because of DeRozan, but they do give up three pointers, two small forwards. Besides that, they're kind of green everywhere else, power forwards, point guards. So just kind of wherever you want. Andrew Nimbard at 6,600. Usage rate's going down a little bit, but still, I think he's a good cast game. Can get you probably 32 to 35 fantasy points. Not too bad. TJ McConnell's absolutely coming up at 5,600. I think he's a little overpriced. Yeah, he can pop off, but whew, very, very high price for sure going on. Got Benedict Mathurin at 6,800. This could be one of those games that he could pop off. Looks like he did that against Chicago, or it could be one of those games where he just sucks. Very easy matchup for Benedict Mathurin. Does have the upside. So the one that's very interesting here is going to be Ethan Thompson. We'll see if they give him a lot of playing time again. They gave him 34 minutes last time out. I'm not sure if he started. Yeah, started over Gerson Matthews. It looks like so. Um, yeah, keep an eye on Ethan Thompson. I guess if he starts again, another guy that you can look at. I don't even know Garrison Matthews was even on the Indiana Pacers. I had no idea. If Garrison Matthews started, shoot, why not put him in there at 3,700? But yeah, those guys are interesting. Siakam's really interesting as well, 87. Solid cash game play. Don't mind him here inside at all. So Jarris Walker is really interesting. I feel like this guy kind of fell off. Like I said, Thompson kind of took his minutes, I feel like, in a way. But this could, like I said, Indiana, for some weird reason, is that team that Jarris Walker can go and get you 27 or 30 tonight at 2% ownership and win you a tournament. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like he's that type of dude. Like everyone's going to be off him because he played 9 minutes, but who knows? Maybe he goes off tonight. We got Jay Huff, like I said, Isaiah Jackson. These guys, you definitely know about Jay Huff. He's been doing pretty good as well. Like I said, we're not too afraid of Sacramento. So definitely some really good options over there. Phoenix and Minnesota, we're moving on to this one here, 226.5, 9.5 spread by Minnesota. So we'll have to see what's going on with the Phoenix Suns. Booker is already out, and we do have Dylan Brooks as questionable with an ankle injury. Listed as questionable against Minnesota. He did play against Houston. So we'll just have to see. But, I mean, there's just that thing where there's like, yeah, it looks good on paper if Dylan Brooks and Booker are out, but like honestly, all these guys rely on like Booker. Like Allen needs some 3-point shots. Royce O'Neal's kind of the same thing. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know who's really gonna be in play. I think Mark Williams is gonna be in play in GPPs, and I get it. Minnesota's really excuse me, and I get Minnesota's really good against centers, but field goal percentage 52.8%. Mark Williams, what does he do? He works inside. He doesn't like to shoot the three ball, right? 3-pointers, it doesn't matter. They don't do that. He doesn't do that. Mark Williams, 13.9 rebounds right there, blocks 1.7. So I think this could be a half decent Mark Williams game. I wouldn't have all my marbles on him just because he doesn't play big minutes and it could be a blowout. But, I wouldn't be surprised if we get you 33, 34 fantasy points at really low ownership because I think people are going to go, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert for sure. Um, but I think besides that, I just don't really have a ton on this Phoenix side. Ryan Dunn could be worth a look in GPPs. Moving over here to this Minnesota side, let's go look at the defense for Phoenix. Shooting guard, they're really bad at. So Edwards, you got Dante as well. Got both those guys, and they give up quite a bit of 3-pointers to that position as well. So Dante and Edwards are the two that you're going to want to look at on this side. I'll be dang. I don't trust this at all, but that's a GP. Never mind, not GPP, 4,600. Never mind. But yeah, like I said, Edwards. I don't mind looking at Rudy here. I think this could be more of a Rudy game than Naz Reid, but keep in mind Naz Reid still is probably going to do damage here because he's been absolutely popping off. But like I said, it's going to be Mark Williams inside. Phoenix doesn't really have any stretch fours at fives. So I don't know. I just think this could be a Rudy game, and I think Rudy could get you 35, 40 fancy points at 5,900. I mean, I'm not too afraid of Phoenix. I'm really not. Like I said, they give up 57% field goal percentage, 13.9% rebound, 13.9 rebounds, and 2.3 blocks. So that's kind of the same thing as Mark Williams, right? They don't give up a lot of 3-pointers, but Rudy, that's not really his type. So we'll see. And then kind of Naz Reid, he's a power forward center combo. So I don't mind both of them, but if I had to pick, I think it would be Rudy tonight. All right, moving on to our last game, San Antonio and New Orleans. If you guys are enjoying the video, leave a like. Definitely do appreciate it. We have a 236.5, 9.5 spread here by the Spurs on the road. So they could have some people coming back. We'll have to see. Stephon Castle is questionable. So, like I said, was able to get a full practice on Sunday and Monday. So that looks like to me he's probably going to play. Do expect him to be limited if he does come back. If they hold him out one more time, I think Dylan Harper comes into play. Even if Castle plays, I think Harper's still going to be fine off the bench. He can kind of get it done everywhere. And I would expect Castle to be limited. If we get where Castle's not limited, then maybe not Harper, but still don't mind Harper and GPPs. Jose Alvarado, same thing. Don't mind looking at him. They got a lot of guys out there for the Pelicans. San Antonio does struggle against point guards. They give up 3.4 3-pointers per game, 25.6 points per game. So yeah, I mean Jose Alvarado, good spot. He's just the turnovers are absolutely killing him, but still not in the best spot at 4,400. Same thing with Jeremiah Fears. They struggle against, like I said, point guard, shooting guards. So Jeremiah Fears, if you don't want to go to Jose Alvarado, could be a solid cash game play at 63. Trey Murphy once again comes into play, 8,200, shooting guard, small forward. Going to be the main vocal point there for New Orleans, so kind of have to plug him in there. If Castle's out again, like I said, Justin Champagne comes into play. If Castle does come into play, I'm probably not going to mess with too many of those front-end guys. But Devin Vessel's still going to be in play, even if Castle does play at 6,200. I think this could be a sneaky spot, especially if Castle plays. Bryce McGowan's at 4,700. Like I just mentioned, shooting guards is where San Antonio struggles. McGowan's not the greatest, but 3.6 3-pointers given up as well per game, and then 5.7 on the assist. McGowan does like to do some, like to shoot the three ball and a couple assists here and there. So an all right option at 47. I don't think he's the craziest out there, but someone to definitely give a look at. Sadiq Bey's all right at 6'9". He's kind of more of a cash game play. We'll have to see what's going on with Luke Cornett as well. If he's not able to give it a go, we'll see what they do. We'll see if they lean heavy on SoCam and Keldon and Harrison Barnes, or are they going to give Kelly Olynyk a little bit of a run here? They didn't do anything with him last time. Like I said, only have Olynyk if he starts, but even if he starts, it looks like San Antonio is going to be really, really limited. They don't really like playing this dude at all, so unfortunate. Derek Queen's in a good spot. San Antonio has been struggling against centers as well without Victor. 48.4% field goal percentage, 13.5 rebounds given up per game, 1.8 blocks per game as well. So Derek Queen not in a bad spot. I wouldn't even be surprised if Misi as well is a GPP option that randomly gets you 23, 24 fantasy points. But that's kind of what we got going on. Let's go plug in a couple players, see what we got going on for you. So I really do like Max. I think he has a lot to not really prove, but I just think he's having a good time, and he's going to continue having a good time there and getting some playing time. All right, where do we go here? I really don't mind Fox, even if Stephon Castle is back. As I mentioned, you got like Nimbard and Colin Gillespie. He's an alright option. Dante at 57, more of a cash game play. But I really don't mind looking at Jeremiah Fears at 6,300. Shooting guards, like I said, if you can get in Edwards, I would love to have him. If not, Murphy's in a good spot at 82. Benedict Mathurin, good spot in GPPs. Already talked about Zach LaVine, Dante. Like I said, you got McGowan's down here too. You got Ethan Thompson if he starts again. Probably would take Thompson over McGowan's if he started. But yeah, I think there's a lot of good ways to go here today on the three gamer. Keep an eye on the injuries, but I really don't mind this one at all. Like I said, keep an eye on DeRozan and guys like that. So that's kind of what we got going on. As normal, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. Also hit that subscribe button for more NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos. If you're interested in premium, $6 for a day pass, $30 for a monthly pass. Our Twitter is right there. And it's also down there in the comment section. Click that link right there. It'll take you right to our Twitter. If you do not have Twitter, we also have our email. Our email will be down there as well. Copy our email. If you have any questions, want to get signed up on premium, we can get you guys signed up through email as well. So, all right, once again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, keep leaving the likes. Really does show the support and shows that you guys are enjoying the video as well. All right, we'll see you guys here in the next one.